Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about all the reasons why I chose LSE as my top choice university. So I have some notes on my phone and I am going to tell you why LSE was my top choice. So firstly for me, one thing I would say is that the brand name of LSE, having that reputation of, oh, you're an LSE graduate, that kind of thing, that's something that really motivated me to apply. And just having that kind of like stamp on you, okay, this person is an LSE graduate, they must be smart, they must know what they're doing. No matter what you end up doing after going to LSE, you're gonna have that backing. So that was definitely a big thing. Also, I would say that like for my course, accounting and finance, it's one of the best in the UK, so that's quite self-explanatory. But not just that, it's one of the best in the world. It's definitely in the top 10. I don't remember which one, but top 10 definitely. Just knowing that you're having the opportunity to learn from really experienced people that really know what they're talking about is kind of amazing when you think about it. But not even just for like accounting and finance. I get to do like geography modules, maths modules, economics modules. So there's actually a fair bit of flexibility in what you can choose. I could have done law or management, I could have done a bit of coding if I wanted to, all within an accounting and finance degree. So that's another thing, that if you're thinking of applying to LSE, like be really mindful of the options that you can choose, and you can use the LSE calendar for this. That's what I did when I was looking at the course. Just see what you're able to do in your first, second and third year. Do remember though that these can change just because it depends on the year and like the availability of the professors, all of that. So bear in mind that it's not like concrete when you look at it. Yeah, no, like I did geography A-level and I absolutely loved it. So having the opportunity to do a geography module as part of my degree, like that was honestly so great for me. Another reason why I chose LSE was because that I really like the prospect of independent learning. And like I know that LSE are a bit more, what's the word, like encouraging of independent learning. They don't like spoon feed you. Like, so throughout sixth form I used to be like, oh, why do we have lessons, can't we just do it ourselves? And I mean, that was probably too extreme in the fact that lessons are still important, but in the lessons it just felt like I wasn't doing the things that I wanted to do or that I needed to do. And so with university, you have the options to do the things that you need to do in terms of revision, all of that, but you still have that help there when you need it, and it's not necessarily scheduled all the time, so you can, it's like really more flexible. And like that's something that I really like about it. I'm only in week 1 right now, so I only have lectures right now, but I really like the fact that I have my own time to be able to schedule things as and when I want to do them. So like right now I'm filming this video and my work can be done slightly later, or I've done it before. You know, that sort of thing. Also, another thing about LSE is that it's a lot smaller than other London universities. So like UCL and King's, I think they're a lot bigger than LSE is. I heard somewhere that LSE was like 4,000 students in total. Don't quote me on that, I have no idea if that's right. But you know, like compared to UCL, you can just think about it course-wise. Like UCL offer so many courses that LSE does, but like medicine and chemistry and, you know, like other ones like engineering, that sort of thing, they're all offered by UCL as well. So yeah, I just preferred like the smaller university kind of thing, because even now it's so hard to get to know everyone, and apparently there's like 1,500 people in my year, so obviously that's going to be hard to get to know everyone, and I just couldn't imagine how much harder it would be in those universities. Also, doing LSE 100. A lot of people say, oh yeah, LSE 100 isn't it, like I wish we wouldn't have to do it. You know, but like, I think LSE 100 is going to be good in that you get to meet people from other departments. I mean, less so this year because we've got it online, but if it was in person, you'd get to meet like people from other departments and all of that. Oh, I didn't even say what LSE 100 was. LSE 100 is basically a course that every undergraduate has to take. I think it's only first years. And it is basically a course which you have a question and you're mixed with people from loads of different departments, and you're kind of like working on how to answer that question. And like it's a really vague, broad type question. So the question this year is, how can we control AI? So, you know, like loads of ideas can spring to mind, but then you kind of have to take those ideas further. Oh, what are the counter ideas? And LSE 100 is all about that. It's about thinking as a social scientist and, you know, like not just thinking within your field, thinking about how other people would think about it. So as an accounting and finance student, maybe I would think about the numbers, whereas someone doing psychology or philosophy, they might think about, you know, that side a bit more. So it's about bringing us together and getting interdisciplinary views. So I think that that's a good thing. But yeah, I was excited for that because, you know, like it would have been good to meet people from other departments, but yeah, no, it's online. So there's less of that. Okay, now the main thing I would say for me, like why I chose LSE, was just because of the vibe of the campus. Honestly, like in year 11, so I was 15 at that point, that's when I first visited LSE. And literally from the first visit, I was like, oh my god, I love this place. This place is so cool. The campus is quite modern as well, so like I really like modern architecture. So nothing to do with the university itself, but the architecture was good. Year 11 me liked that. And then I visited like quite a few times after that, and every single time I was stunned with the atmosphere and like just the people around me and architecture and like everything. And throughout year 12 I was visiting other universities as well. I visited UCL, I visited King's, I think I visited Oxford as well. Yeah, I did. Anyway, like I just visited other universities and I didn't get that feeling for any other university, and I think that in itself just shows something. Like for me, I was really like attracted to LSE. So yeah, like in that sense, like trust your gut feeling. Like this doesn't have to be for LSE. Like if you find that feeling with another university, UCL or something, then, you know, think about that. Like your body is having that reaction for a reason. And even now, like I really love going onto campus. It's honestly like the best thing. Just having like that constant motion of the city is something I like. And I just knew that a place like LSE would give me that. And like I think that's another thing with having a small campus. You're just going to see a lot more people in a small area because it's just concentrated. Yeah, like for me, like all of those reasons were why I chose LSE. So just to recap, the degree itself being like one of the best in the UK, the prestige and like excellence of LSE. Then we have being like a city university, being in the heart of London, the vibe that I initially got from it, from back in year 11 and then visiting again and again. So like my gut instinct, I would say that is. The option to do outside courses and like the flexibility that my degree kind of offers. And then like the independent learning thing, I think we're on number 5, I don't remember. The independent learning thing, like that's just an environment that I prefer. Also it being smaller than other universities. So yeah, like you can see like all of these reasons are part of my own personality and like things that I like, and LSE was the one university that brought them together. For me, those were the reasons I chose LSE. So that is it for today's video. I am on like 7% on this camera, so I need to film an outro before it dies. If you like this video, then hit the like button, also subscribe and hit the bell icon if you have not already. And if you want LSE content, then this is the channel for you, especially if you're doing courses like finance, accounting and finance, maths, anything a bit more mathsy, then I am going to give you good content. But don't worry, if you're not doing those courses, I'm able to give you general content as well. So that is it from me. I'm on like 3% now, so I should really go. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any requests for any LSE related videos, then please leave them in the comments. And again, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you have not already. I'll see you. Bye.